This isn't from Japan, it's from China. Yeah, China's cooking again. To Be Hero X is the latest Chinese anime that dropped out of nowhere and somehow looks better than most anime this year. Every time I tune in, China's out here dropping bangers like it's nothing, and this one might just be their best yet. This is a world run by superheroes, the kind of place where the idea of the perfect hero actually exists, flawless, inspiring, and loved by everyone. The hero is nice, he's powerful, charismatic, and dated a little supermodel. Nice fucking killed himself. But wait, who's this guy? Li Ling is a regular guy working in hero marketing until he gets fired the same day one of the world's biggest heroes falls to his death right in front of him. Being the sole witness, he gets abducted by the agency and suddenly he is nice. But looking like a hero and being one aren't the same thing. I mean sure, he looks and sounds exactly like him, but how can he be the hero nice? That's actually the coolest part about To Be Hero X, the power system. There's something called trust value. The more people believe in you, the stronger you'll become. Lose that trust and you lose everything. It's such a simple concept, but it opens the door to so many creative ideas. Anyone can be a hero if they gain enough trust, even a freaking dog. Go viral and you might be the next superhero. Mr. Beast will basically be Thanos in this universe. Fights aren't just about strength, they're about influence. If the crowd is cheering for you, you can literally get stronger. On the flip side, marketing and advertising can manipulate people into believing, so not every hero is who they appear to be. That's what makes this world so fascinating. Heroes are basically chess pieces controlled by corporations and agencies pulling the strings behind the scenes. But it's not just about trust, it's about perception. How people see you defines who you are. If they believe you're a hero who always smiles, you'll never stop smiling, even while watching Takopi. If they believe you're a hero who always stands tall, you will never take a comfortable chair again. The people believe Li Ling is nice, therefore he is nice. It's that simple. This is one of the most interesting takes on superheroes since The Boys, but with a much more experimental twist. Because in To Be Hero X, the idea that anyone can be a hero means we don't just stay with one main character. After the first 4 episodes, the story completely flips. We move away from Li Ling perspective and start following a new character, Young Chug, a kid who grew up idolizing a hero only to get crushed by the same system he wanted to join. And it doesn't just stop there, the show keeps jumping between different heroes, each with their own story and hero origins, all slowly leading back to that shocking moment for episode 1 when Nice fucking killed himself. If you didn't know, the show was made by the same creator of Link League, so it's no surprise the storytelling goes just as hard. Every episode throws a new twist or takes a turn you didn't expect, constantly shifting perspective to show the world through different eyes, cause there's no main character here, except maybe their ex guy. Dude is like the perfect description of a nonchalant aura farmer. He gets the least screen time and only really shows up around the end, but was able to steal the show more than anyone else. Hell, he was even aura farming in the opening and the ending way before he actually showed up. I don't wanna spoil his powers since they kept him a mystery for so long, but watching him is like watching Quicksilver from the X-Men. He's just too broken. Of course, this was all made possible because of the animation. To Be Hero X bounces between 2D and 3D like it's nothing and somehow makes it work. I've lost count of how many times the art style changes. One second it looks like Arcane, the next is full-on anime, then it turns into Pentian stalking for no reason. And that's before the Aura Farmer showed up. Except for maybe the Demon Slayer movie, this show had some of the best fights I've seen all year. Every battle felt like an explosion of creativity, storytelling, and pure visual chaos. But the crazy part is, it wasn't money that made it work. To Be Hero X does not have that kind of budget that Arcane or Spider-Verse had. The reported budget is actually pretty average. In fact, when director Lee Hownick first pitched the idea, there was no 10-year Marvel-style plan, no movie-sized budget, just a wild concept that only he believed could work. But then, people started to see his vision. It wasn't just bold, it was bold with a purpose. This isn't the result of unlimited money works. This is the result of a talented director and a creative animation team using everything they had to deliver some of the most unique animation and storytelling I've seen in years. In a genre more saturated than ever, they managed to create something more than just another show about powers and fights. From day one, the team focused on crafting deeply human characters. Their powers aren't defined by elements or combat system, but by emotion and symbolism, shaped by the idea of what it means to be a hero. They blended multiple narrative styles, art directions, and character design into one cohesive vision, resulting in an innovative and refreshingly original hero story and some of the most visually stunning animation I've seen all year. The kind that put anime that gave up on animation to shame. I'm looking at you, One Punch Man. Which does raise the question, is China taking over anime? Not really, but Chinese animation has definitely been popping off lately. Shows like Link League, Scissor 7, and Lord of Mysteries have proven that China can produce animation that look incredible and tell stories that hit just as hard as Japanese anime. But most of them are still mainly popular outside of China. Very few have managed to break into the global scene the way Japanese anime has. That makes sense, Japan has been doing this for decades. They drop hundreds of shows every season. They're the kings of this medium we all love. However, things are changing. Chinese productions are improving in writing, pacing, and visual quality, and platforms like Netflix and Crunchyroll are slowly giving them global reach. If this growth keep up, we might be looking at real competition within the next few years, and that's a good thing, because competition pushes everyone on to do better. It keeps studios hungry, creative, and willing to take risk again. We might get less isekai slaps and less undercooked shows like Blue Lock Season 2 or One Punch Man Season 3, and get more shows like To Be Hero X. A show that doesn't play it safe, that doesn't care about trends, formulas, or whatever guaranteed to sell. It just wants to tell its story its own way. To Be Hero X isn't perfect, but it's alive. Every episode feels like it was made by people who actually give a damn, people who still want to experiment, to push, to create something new. It's proof that you don't need $1 billion budget or a famous IP to make something incredible. You just need a vision and the courage to follow it. It reminded us why we fell in love with anime in the first place, not because he was safe, but because he was weird, emotional, and not afraid to dream bigger than anyone else. We live in a time where reputation can make you or break you, where perception shapes reality, and To Be Hero X turns out into one of the most creative, chaotic, and strangely human stories I've seen all year. So if this is the kind of energy we're getting from Chinese animation right now, then the future of anime or animation as a whole is about to get a lot more interesting. I'm excited to watch more Chinese anime now, and I'm even more hyped for season 2. I don't want to spoil too much, but there's a big tournament coming up to rank the heroes. The show ends with everyone pulling up to that tournament, and it's so high. Also, I found this out by chance, but you can actually vote for the hero rankings on Bilibili. I'ma vote for the X guy cause I wanna be an aura farmer like him when I grow up. So yeah, we probably won't get season 2 until around 2027, which means I'm stuck watching One Punch Man season 3 in the meantime. I'm making a video about that soon by the way, so make sure you subscribe and I'll see you guys next time.